Hey guys, it's Blake. Uh, this is a review about the desktop locomotive train set made by Felstein and Associates. Never heard of that company. It's a little battery-operated set that I found in the Goodwill store for about $5. It's brand new. That I like. It's a little. I've never seen any videos on this thing, and I think it's just a neat little set. So I'm gonna make a review about it. Now here's our box art. It's really nice. I would have called it just desktop train set, but whatever. Die-cast steam engine features working light. Cool. Let's open it up. It's brand new. As I said, I like that. Here's our instructions. Now, I just gotta say this one thing. When I first saw this set years ago, I noticed one thing. I was like 5 at the time. Look at the tender in on the box art. Look how small and short it is. And then we look at in it here. It's like 3 inches taller. Can you see? I don't know if you can see that. So that's one little nitpick there, but whatever. Now, it comes with a locomotive, a tender, and 2 passenger cars. And a bunch of track. And I just gotta say this one thing about the track. Oh, you know what? Well, I'll wait till we get to the track. I don't want to get mixed up here. Now, let's start with the passenger cars. They're both really nice. I like them. I kind of like this one better because it's got bigger windows. This one, I don't know what's going on there. I don't know what kind of windows are that. What kind of windows are that? But whatever. I like the roof of this one. It's like arched. Got an arch window here. The rest are square windows. Then we got another arch one. This one, it's kind of weird, but they both have the gold handrails on the end. They have metal wheels, which I find surprising because usually train sets, battery operated sets these days have plastic wheels, but that's really nice. Except the trucks are plastic, so you got to be careful. 2 little nice passenger cars. I'll take the tender out, and I'll take the locomotive out. Now here's what I mean about the tender. Look how tall that tender is with this engine. Can you see? See how tall that is? That's not supposed to be right. I mean, for a little kid, they won't care, but for me, they shouldn't have made the tender like that. The reason why it's that big is because this thing takes 4 AA batteries. I don't know why, but it makes it bigger than normal. And I would have preferred them either using AAA or 9 volt, but I'm probably wrong because we're talking different voltages of batteries. I have another one of these. I'm deciding to cutting this right in half. As you can see right there, the 2 little boxes right there. I'm thinking of cutting it right in half and cutting the top part off and shortening it and putting a different kind of battery in there to make it look better. Now here's our locomotive. It's really nice. I love the detail on this thing. It's a 440, as you can see. It's now me knowing about trains, I know it's from like the 1850s, 1860s. You see that whistle right there? A lot of early locomotives like this had their whistles separate. Nowadays, or when steam engines were still being used, they usually had the whistles either on the dome, like attached to the dome. And this engine is actually based on a real locomotive built by the Rogers Locomotive Works of Paterson, New Jersey. I have a poster in my room. It's got the same exact train on it, except it doesn't have this drive rod. As you can see, we got a simplified drive rod. Actually, in real life, the rod would go down here, connect to this wheel, and then connect to that wheel. But since it's a toy train, they have to make it simple so it doesn't get stuck or anything. If you look around, it's a wood-burning engine, as you can tell, by that large smokestack, large balloon stack, but we got coal in here. But it doesn't matter. Got some flagpole mounts on the front. It's really nice. Now, I have a complaint about the connection. This is for the battery. The batteries are stored in here, and then you plug a little plug. There's a little plug down here. I have one complaint about this. To get to that plug, you have to carefully put it into the hole there. I don't know if you can see, it's right there. I find that kind of annoying to do. And I have another one of these, and after a while, this might break from it being handled too much. It's kind of difficult. I'm going to try to put it in. You probably can't see it all too well. It's kind of difficult doing it with one hand. What I would have preferred is to put the socket for the plug right there. See the little box there? I would have preferred it like right there on that little box. So you can just connect it right there. And for the wire, I would have preferred like headphone wires, the plug-in for a headphone. I would have preferred that. Because this looks like something that comes off a rechargeable battery, like what you get at Radio Shack. I mean, if it ever breaks, you could probably fix it, but right now it's okay. I would just find it easier for it to be right back here. On most battery-operated trains, where you put the batteries in the tender. That's my only complaint. And I have one, and I'll show you. There's something wrong with this truck here, but I'll show you that when I set up the track. Let's put our train to the side here. Now here's our track. It looks kind of like Lionel Fast Track in a way, because it's got the molded roadbed. But it's very interesting how it goes together. It's gonna take me a minute. I'm gonna have to put the camera down to set this up. Just give me a minute. Probably wasting my time taking all this track out. It's like stuck in here. Go inside. Alright, let's put the box to the side. Here's all of our track. We have a whole bunch of track here. Now, here's how it goes together, which is really interesting. Any of you have MTH track, it pretty much goes together the same way. You connect the track like that. You slide them under. And then it goes together like that. And then when you want to take it apart, you push down and it separates. It's like MTH Rail King track in a way. Maybe that's where they got the idea. I don't know. I don't know when the set came out. Now I'm gonna assemble the track and we're gonna run the train. Now, I really should put the camera down so you can look at the. No, I'll just hold the camera. Now, if I had my tripod, it would be easier, but unfortunately, it broke. I gotta get a new one. Hold on a minute, folks. Now, I'm gonna put the camera down, so yeah, I'll put it right there. Alright, I'll put it right here. I'm gonna put the camera right there, so I can put this together. Now is your chance to go to the bathroom or get a snack. I got that South Park song stuck in my head now. Shut your fucking face, motherfucker. Am I saying that on camera live? Got a song stuck in my head now. Why am I talking to myself? I'm weird. The first time. Alright. I believe it's all together now. It's all together. It's a nice little oval. Let's get our cars on. I like the coupling. It's supposed to look like knuckle couplers, but it just goes together like that. Now let me hook up the locomotive and tender first. Here's the tricky part. See, this is what I don't like about this. It's too difficult. Oh, it's on. And then we just connect the tender. Okay, that's all together. And I got the cars on the wrong side, so let me flip them around. Jeez. I don't know how to pause on my camera. My camera doesn't have a pause feature, which is kind of annoying. Alright, I think it's all together, so let's fire her up. Oh, we're not on the track fully. Oh, wait. There we go. Isn't that cool? Now, you can see that starting to slip, and I'll explain why in a minute. I mean, it's a really nice little set. It's kind of cool. Now, it's slipping, because, as I said, that tender's too heavy. And there's no traction tires on this engine, and if it had traction tires, it would have been easier. And I'll show you this one little problem with the truck. As you can see that the locomotive is sitting a little bit higher up here than back here. I don't know if you can see that. Do you see it? It's sitting higher in the front. The reason why is because that truck is a little too tall for this engine. Do you see it high? It's sitting up a little bit high. You see it goes up like that? Your truck here is a little too high for this engine. And we got a spring here. Now if I file that down a little, it would be level. But if they added a traction tire, that would make this run easier. So, now, in a scale of 1 to 10, I give this set an 8 out of 10. Mainly because the tender is a tad too large, and without the traction tires and the truck being a little too tall, make it a little difficult to operate. But I could fix that. I could put some traction tires on and stuff like that. I could cut this tender down the size and file that down. But other than all, it's a really cool little set. I like it. Oh, I forgot to say, it's about HO scale, this set. I've tried it on HO scale, but it's a little bit larger than HO scale. It's not ON30, though. Give you a couple minutes of it running. Let's go on the other side. Okay, one more time around and then that's it. Alright, that's good enough. So, that's my review on the Feldstein desktop train set. You can find them on eBay, because they're not made anymore. But I hope you liked this video.